All right, next up, we have Bear Squeeze. Max Bauman coming up to the stage. Max, round of applause for Max. Good to see you. Your time is right over there.
Perfect. Hey guys, I'm Max. I'm excited to be here today. I'm a third-time founder, all in the food and beverage industry. My first company called Just Chill, a relaxation drink. My second, a service-based company called Base Makers, providing services for over 60 different food and beverage brands, including Health Aid Kombucha, Bulletproof, and RX Bar. While I was building these companies, time was an issue. I didn't have time for breakfast in the morning or lunch in the afternoon. So naturally, I became a protein bar junkie. It turns out I'm not alone. 24% of Americans skip breakfast, 62% dine at the desk, and inadequate nutrition can lead to a loss of productivity by up to 20%. These trends, coupled with my passion for nutrition, motivated me to start Bear Squeeze, a high-performance meal shake that's keto, paleo, vegan, and has only 5 net carbs. That is, calorie for calorie, half the net carbs of a Quest bar. We all know how well Quest bar did. It has twice the nutrient density of 2 kale salads, more protein than 3 eggs, more probiotics than 4 kombuchas, and even more MCT oil than a Bulletproof coffee. The product's gross margins are 60%, and the route to market will be e-commerce to keep overhead low. As a category, meal replacements are absolutely booming, growing at a 7.1% compound annualized growth rate, becoming a $12 billion category by 2020. Our distinctive competitive advantage within this space is our proprietary fat encapsulation technology, allowing us to be keto, paleo, and vegan. But ultimately, it's not just about the product. It's not just about perfect market timing. It's about the people and team you build behind it. And we're very lucky to have investors that include Blake from Interact, Adam from Chew, Joe from First Beverage Group, Jake from Movement Watches, among others. Our launch is January 9th, and very excited for you all to try it. Thank you.
A lot in that presentation. Definitely some stand-up packaging, so you definitely want to look at it. Karen, what do you think of Bear Squeeze in terms of its packaging and its ability to stand out in the market?
Oh, I thought it was great. I mean, I think the branding grabs your attention because it's odd connection to a drink, you know. Now he's not going to retail, it sounds like, though. He's going just online with the product.
Well, it could just be online, but
okay.
Retail is definitely a possibility. In terms of the meal squeeze, the meal replacement category, the meal sort of keto diet meal shake, do you think there's a real opportunity for that to be a growth category, Tom?
I do. I love the fact they can go e-com because it's a great way to kind of test it out. The targeted user is a very e-com type consumer, and meal replacement is, you know, Matt nailed it. I need to taste it again.
Mike, what's your stance on the presentation, the positioning of Bear Squeeze?
The presentation's great. The positioning is great. You know, someone's going to see Bear Squeeze and be intrigued by what it is. I guess it depends on where it is on the shelf to see if it will pull somebody in and what it's sitting up against. The thing that I was confused by was that for me the chocolate tasted like peanut butter. Like it was a lot of nut butter flavor. It's almost like a drinking nut butter, I guess. But so that was the thing that once I actually tasted, I got confused.
Max talked a lot about the team. He's himself as a former an entrepreneur. He's been with a lot of different brands. How important is that in the investor pitch, Jordan?
It's huge. I mean, so you look at the jockey or the horse, and so we definitely are thinking a lot about who's the person who's running the brand and how well can they articulate the opportunity. I thought he did a great job. He's, you know, very charismatic, definitely knew the details and was able to articulate them well. I thought that in general, the product definitely stood out. You know, there's a couple things in terms of on the label that we were sort of just discussing about information that should be included, but for a direct-to-consumer marketed product, this definitely, you know, sort of captures a lot of the buckets that you need, or checks a lot of the boxes that you need to see.
Yeah, and the keto diet, definitely a trending topic in the beverage industry. Where do you stand, Jordan, in terms of keto as a rising concept?
we're definitely spending a lot of time thinking about keto. So, in general, I think a lot of these diet solutions, they have a lot of approachability for a couple of different demographics. So, from our perspective, keto is something it's on the rise and it's coming quickly. I like the meal solution aspect of this as well. I think that there is a different tolerance on the taste profile just because of this consumer, sort of has the ability to digest, for lack of a better phrase, products that maybe are a little bit more complex. But I think they did a great job.
All right, well done.